Vallaslin, Anethera. It's good to see you here. I know that you've been anticipating this for quite a while, and I only wish that our meeting could have been under slightly easier circumstances. I'm sorry that it was only through the loss of your beloved Keeper Marathari and your absence of a first that our clans could come together, but know that for as long as Clan Sabre has need of Clan Llewellyn, we will be here for you in whatever capacity you need. But you didn't come here for a lecture. I know that you're here to get your Vallaslin today, aren't you? A momentous occasion. You must be brimming with pride and perhaps a little bit of nervousness. You can always put it off for when you're ready if that's what you need. I didn't think so. You have taken all the steps all up until the actual moment, haven't you? You have meditated on our gods, picked out the design that you felt best represented you. You have done your tasks, and you are of age and of maturity. And now, I don't know you quite well, but from what I have heard of those of your clan members that I've spoken to a bit more, they all believe that your decision with your design fits you quite well. It's not that I don't already have these designs memorized, but I think it's best to have a reference point to work off of. I would hate to have some sort of problem with the design. No, our very own keeper, she almost forgot an entire line on the left side of my face. It would have been tragic. But here we are. The Tharman, the god of secrets and knowledge. You pronounce it differently, do you? I suppose that's only a given. Your clan was housed in Elven for so many decades, so many generations, and mine in the Free Marches. Even if we learn of the same gods and the same stories, there's bound to be slight differences. Tharman, god of secrets and knowledge. Twin soul to Falondine. What sort of secrets do you hold? What sorts of knowledge? No, you don't actually have to tell me. Then it wouldn't quite be a secret, would it? Pardon my reach. So, this is a bit more intricate of a design than others. You will have several lines tracing your cheeks, your nose, your chin, and your forehead. The emphasis on this particular design seems to very much be in the symmetrical placing of the dots, making sure that they're each evenly placed. You're not the first that I will be tattooing this particular mark on. Have you met Shara? Yes, she has this mark as well, and I tattooed hers on. Now, before I begin mixing your Vallaslin's ink, I would like to hear about your meditations regarding Tharman. And if you don't mind, I think I'll be taking this off. Might be better just to allow myself to get comfortable. Now, yes, that's fine. I see. Your thought process. It's quite interesting, if you don't mind me saying. As I've mentioned, this isn't the first time that I've tattooed the marks of Dalish on someone. But the way that they take his stories of secrets and knowledge, his experiences, his relation to his twin Vallaslin, it's all been quite different from the way that you seem to take it. In what way? Well, I'd say that the way that you have experienced your life thus far has been more complicated even than most of our own clan. You have been through a lot lately. The life of a Dalish is a complicated one at times, but I know that not everyone has to go through the struggles your clan and you personally have. Not everyone has had to go through the same struggles that your clan and you in particular have. I imagine that you've grown quite a bit in these past few months. I imagine that you've grown quite a bit in these past few months. Now, how much have you been told by your own clan and your elders about the steps to creating Vallaslin? I see. They haven't been quite as in-depth as some of our own elders have. You see, during the process, it has to be conducted in complete silence. This is to maintain the level of dignity and respect with which we take on these tattoos. And also in order for us to better be able to tell how prepared and how ready the young elf is to be receiving their tattoos. You cannot cry out. You cannot show whether or not the tattoos hurt. You can only look inside yourself for strength and maintain a stoic exterior to prove that you are ready. Perhaps it doesn't quite seem fair to measure you further for your resilience after all of the things that you've been through, but tradition is tradition. So, before we begin, I think that I ought to tell you something. Let me have your hands. Now listen. Do you mind if I get close? Lethalan, you are a strong person. I can tell. I haven't been given the responsibility of providing this Vallaslin for very long. Only a year or two. But I'd like to believe that I know well enough now when I see a strong person. And it's written all over your face. Any brighter would be enough to surpass the Vallaslin that you are about to take on. I can see it in your face, your expressions, the way that you speak, the way that you conduct yourself. You are stronger than so many others that have had the honor of sitting here in your spot. And I know I don't know you that well, but it's just what I've been able to observe so far. I know that you will continue to do incredible, incredible things. I can just tell. Now that that's through, before we begin, I will tell you a little bit about what to expect, such that we can continue this ritual without any interruptions. Now, if you cry out, if you express your pain, then I will have to end the ceremony, and we will have to wait until you are more prepared for the Vallaslin that we will be bestowing upon you. And I will be silent as well. I won't be able to quite narrate anything that's going on. I may make some sounds of concentration, but worry not. It just helps me figure out exactly how I want to do this. How I want to position it on your face. How I want to make everything perfectly symmetrical. How I want to take every detail into account. You are in good hands. I will begin with your chin. And after I have worked on your chin, I will be working on the designs on your cheeks. First the right, from my perspective, and then the left, from my perspective. And then all that will be left is that on your forehead. But to be quite honest, there is a chance that you might just fall asleep before that even happens. It doesn't hurt nearly as much as some people say. And you have that thing about resilience with you. So, this is the tool I will be using to make your mark. And as I was mixing earlier, this is what I will be using to ink your Vallaslin. Are you ready? You look it.